It's time for a big and beautiful Easter wreath. Today we are making a tri-fold method wreath. Hello my sweet friends and welcome to DIY with Nadia. My co-host today is Louie, and we absolutely love this method because it is a very big poofy type of wreath. The reason I'm using this method for this wreath is in the center we are going to have an adorable bunny sign. Without further ado, let's get started on our bunny tri-fold wreath. Let's go over the supplies for this wreath. We're going to use two different colors of Deco mesh. Both of the Deco mesh is 10 inches. Actually, this one's 10.5 and 10 yards in length. I decided to use this beautiful snowdrift Deco mesh for the white mesh because I thought it would be cute with the theme of the bunny. This sweet little bunny is 8 inches right here at the widest part and 15 inches from the bottom of the tail to the highest point of the ear. But our wreath is going to be nice and fluffy, so I think it's going to work beautifully with this wreath. I did not forget the ribbon. Instead of the ribbon, we are actually going to be using some of this boxwood that I got at the Dollar Tree. By the way, all the supplies are in the description box below as usual. I thought it would be so nice to add this pop of greenery, these little branches. This will make the wreath very, very happy and springy. A pack of pipe cleaner, or 18 for the base, and then maybe a few more if you're going to use some to attach your sign. For our wreath base, we're going to be using this metal 14-inch frame. To attach our pipe cleaners, we are going to use the standard 18 pipe cleaner method, which means we are going to have 3 pipe cleaners per section. This particular wreath form has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sections. The first pipe cleaner is going to go on row 1 and 2. Let's twist it together, face it to the center. The second pipe cleaner is going to go on row 3 and 4. Twist it on row 3 and then lay these out to the outside. Same thing with this third pipe cleaner. Going to go on row 3 and 4, and I'm going to tie it at 3 and then lay it down. It's that simple to attach these pipe cleaners, and you save a lot of money by doing this. If you buy a wreath that already has the pipe cleaners on there, and as long as you have 18 pipe cleaners on the wreath, you can do the exact same thing that I'm going to be doing with the Deco mesh. Just attach it to the pipe cleaners where they're at. It's going to be fine. When you're done attaching all the pipe cleaners, your wreath base should look something like this, minus the kitty, that's Simba. So I have 6 pipe cleaners on the inside and 12 on the outside. Next, I'm going to start cutting my Deco mesh. My Deco mesh is 10 yards in length. 10 yards is 360 inches. If we take the 360 inches and divide that by the 18 pipe cleaners that we need to fill, that's going to give us 20-inch pieces of Deco mesh. While I do trust that my Deco mesh roll is probably the 10 yards it's promised, I still think there is a percentage of the measurements that could be maybe a little bit less or a little bit more in each roll. Therefore, I do cut my pieces just a little bit shorter, and that way you use up the entire roll and you're going to have no issues with it. Okay. Move the booty just a little bit. Going to start at 8 inches there, so 18, 28, 27 and a half is where I'm going to be cutting. What can I do? I can't really move them to the side too much. I'm going to roll up my piece of Deco mesh and then put it in a basket. By the way, I am using one of my favorite rotary cutters, and this one I get on Amazon. It comes in so many pretty colors. Check it out in my Amazon shop. I always have the link in the description box below. This little button right here is the safety, so if I hit it, I can't use it anymore, and then press it down. There we go. Once again, I'm cutting my 19.5 or 20-inch piece. It's so funny, the last few months, Rocky was the one who would just not leave my table alone. And lately, it's been Simba. They switched. When I'm done cutting my deco mesh, I should have 18 pieces of each color for a total of 36 pieces. If you are using this method and maybe you want to use one color only, you're going to need 36 pieces at 20 inches in length. I love the fact that in methods like this, I get to use the entire roll of deco mesh. So no deco mesh goes to waste, and we have a beautiful full wreath. It looks like we are ready to get this party started, my friends. When attaching our deco mesh, the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to have first the white, then the pink on top. In the next set, I'm going to have the pink at the bottom and the white on top. And then of course the white at the bottom, pink on top. And that way we're going to have a beautiful balance on our wreath base, and our wreath is going to be so pretty. All right, let's get started, my friends. We are going to roll out our first piece of deco mesh, and we're going to fold it in three. Going to fold it once towards the inside, and I like to fold about 6 to 7 inches, and then this side should be a little shorter, and fold that in. The most important thing is for the second flap not to go all the way. If you see it closely, it's about an inch from the edge, and the reason I do that is when we are ready to make the bow, we're going to put our piece of deco mesh horizontally, and we're going to flip. That way the cut edge is at the bottom. I do this on my cutting mat. That way I know where my center is. Let's collect and put it in our bow maker. Now let's grab the coral pink. This one is so pretty. And same thing, we're going to fold in this side, and we're not going to go to the edge. We're about an inch from the edge. Then we're going to put our piece of deco mesh horizontally and flip it. My cut edge is at the bottom, nice and secure. We're going to collect in the center. Put one bow on top of the other, and I kind of like to crisscross them a little bit. Let's take the whole thing off our bow maker and put it on our wreath. Here I'm going to do a few twists. When my deco mesh is secure, I decided not to cut my pipe cleaners. We're going to do something to them a little later. Next, I'm going to do the next set, and since I have the coral one on top, I am going to put the coral one at the bottom. Even though we crisscross them, I still want to make sure that we have that beautiful balance. If you're using one color, obviously, that is not a big deal. I have my piece folded in three. I'm going to flip. The fraying is at the bottom, and now I'm going to gather to make our bow. Put it on the bow maker. Grab the white. This deco mesh is so pretty with the little snowdrift on it. And gather. Now we have our second set. Take it all together. Let's attach it to our wreath base. A few tight twists. We have 2 sets done, and of course on my next one I'm going to start with the white and put the coral pink on top. I'm done with the inner row. Look how beautiful this wreath is so far. It's already nice and fluffy. Now I'm going to get started on the outside row, and I'm going to do the same thing. It doesn't matter which one you start with, meaning the white at the bottom or on top. Just make a set and go off of it. Attach it. And off we go with the outer row. This is going to be a very beautiful and full wreath for spring. Few tight twists. And just like with the inner row, I'm not going to cut the pipe cleaners just yet. The deco mesh is all on, and look how full and beautiful our wreath base turned out. Now I'm going to grab the bunny sign and let's make room for it. I'm just going to scooch some of that deco mesh to the left, to the right, and approximate about where I want the little bunny to be. Gotta figure out how to attach this little bunny. Usually I would use a crimpodile, and that makes things super easy. Since my crocodile is MIA a little bit, I'm going to just use a simple awl. I can't even describe how many times this little guy came in handy. And then grab something to put underneath so that you could put the hole through. And I'm going to put one right at the top and just wiggle, wiggle, wiggle until I go through. I made a hole right on top and then at the feet right here at the bottom, so we have a nice and stable attachment to our wreath form. Going to grab my wire and I'm going to cut 3 pieces at 12 inches long. Now we attach. I'm going to give the floral wire a few twists in the back and then attach the second 2. The wires are all attached. Let's just flip, start wiggling our bunny right into our wreath form, making sure that we are in the center from both sides, kind of like where he's landing right now. So let's flip and start attaching. Let's see what that looks like. Still can move it back and forth a little bit because I don't have it secured too tightly. That ended up beautiful. Okay, my friends, now I'm just securing the floral wire in place, wrapping it around. Now that our bunny is attached, I'm going to bring in something I didn't show at the beginning, and it's these little plasticky roses. Do you guys remember these from the Dollar Tree? And I'm going to take the little buds off. Let's grab a little tray and I'm going to just remove these. And how many you want to remove is up to you. Maybe it's what you have. I'm going to remove as many as I can because I just want to fill this wreath with these pretty, pretty little roses. Now that I have my flowers, let's attach them to the pipe cleaners. I grabbed a pair of wire cutters just in case I need to cut them down a little shorter. But if you don't want to do that, just put the rose on and you can just squish the pipe cleaner back if you wanted to. So you really don't need to cut if you don't want to. A tiny little dot of hot glue and we put the rose right on the pipe cleaner. I have plenty of these little roses and I decided just to use all of them up. So I'm going to be putting a rose on every single pipe cleaner ending. So I'm going to have 12 on the inside and 24 on the outside. We're going to have plenty of roses on this wreath. Let's see how this wreath looks just with the pretty little roses. I think it's adorable. Next, we're going to get the greenery in, and that's what's going to tie everything together. Once again, I'll grab my little container and I'm going to start to take all that greenery off of the branches. Now I'm going to simply take my little sweet branches and put them throughout the wreath and hot glue them in place. That's simple. They'll attach really quickly to the Deco mesh. I'm not going to go in any strategic way. I'm just going to work inside out. I'll go around once, spreading them out as evenly as I can, and then go around once again and spread them out, and that's it. I have the greenery on. This gave it such an elegant little pop of color. It looks so pretty. This part I should have done before I did all of this, but I am going to flip the wreath really gently and attach a hanging loop. I'm just using a jute cord, looping it on row 3. Let's give this a knot or 2. And then I'm going to pull it to the front and we have our hanging loop. If you would like, you can cover the back of the wreath, but I'm not going to do that for this wreath. When it came to attaching the roses, I didn't cut the pipe cleaners at all. And if you face the roses up, you can't even see the pipe cleaner. In the comments below, I would love to know how you like this method. If you've never seen me make this, I think this wreath turned out very full, very beautiful. And whether you use a smaller sign or a bigger sign, I feel like this wreath base is very adaptable. By the way, in the description box below, I will attach a few more of these tri-fold wreaths that I have done, because in some of them I do use ribbon, and if you do want to use ribbon in your wreath, maybe you want to know the length that I used or the type of ribbon, so I'll attach those below. You can take a look if you would like. They're not all spring, but at least you'll get the idea on the length of the ribbon and how we attach those. hope you enjoyed this wreath tutorial and of course got inspired a little bit to make a wreath of your own. If you're not new to this channel, thank you for coming back and sticking around to the end of the video. But if you are new to this channel, my friends, we have many wreath tutorials for you to choose from and get inspired by. Thank you so much for being with us, and we will see you in our next video. Bye everyone. Mwah!